guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, I've been messing with my deadbolt for the last couple hours actually. Trying to get this whole thing wired up, and I've now got fog lights on my deadbolt. I got that Banggood kit that I showed you guys before, and it's got the headlights, tail lights, and I put an on and off switch in, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So I can control the lights, so turn them off during the day, on at night. And so tonight I thought, well, you know, I need some fog lights. You know, I don't need, well, I could use more driving lights too, but, you know, for now, this is a good little mod. And so I got some yellow LEDs, and I went through, found a resistor that gives me just borderline under 3.7 volts, so this way they're not going to burn on me. And got that in there good and bonus. It was a real bugger to figure out how I was going to do all the wiring and stuff, but I'm going to show you exactly how I did that too. But I want to show you what is lit up like when it would be at nighttime. So I'm just going to plug my lights in here. Get some light on the desk here, and you can see how everything got done. So we'll just zoom right into the driver's seat, and you'll see I've got a toggle switch here that I can use to turn the lights on and off. So the dashboard, believe it or not, on the Deadbolt body is really thick compared to the rest of the shell, so no problem mounting a micro switch in there. And so anyway, just give me a sec here. Wiring this, on the other hand, was very interesting. That was a little bit of fun, trying to figure out exactly how I was going to do this, because to go off the receiver, you have to anyways to run lights. And then I thought, well, let's throw a Y adapter in there. And then I thought, oh no, that's not going to work, because then I got control over my headlights and taillights, but nothing over the fog lights, and I had to get the fog lights going in. And so this is what I come up with. And this is a little bit of a rat's nest, I guess you would call it. Just behind here. So, I don't know exactly how well you guys are going to see this pile of wires. And I still got to put a RC sound box kit in this thing yet. So that'll mean another wire coming out of the box. But anyway, so you always got to remove your shell to service your truck. So I thought, okay, I need to do this. So I come up with this little solution here. This is the servo extension wire that comes out of my receiver box. That powers the main Banggood kit, which I can unplug. Now this is your male end, and of course female. So I did the opposite on this. So I've got my LEDs, they come out from the bumper here, and I got the wire zip tied. And I used a heavier gauge wire too, so it's going to take, you know, a lot of flex, and I left space for that flex that could happen. Counted for everything, including a little bit of extra wire, you know, this way if I have to service this ever, it's not that hard to get out and take things apart, right? So anyways, unplug this from here. Now this is a female to my lights, to a male here, which I've spliced into the wiring kit that I got from Banggood. So on my switch, I have two reds here. So I went on this side of the switch, and then on the other side, of course, I went negative, of course, for power for this one. This negative here goes in the negative power on this side. So this way, when you turn the switch on, you get power, you turn it off, cuts the power. And with everything unplugged, I can take my shell right out of the way. I got this wire hanging, and this wire hanging. That's it. And I can just move them out of the way, do whatever I need to do. Boom, boom, boom. If I need to get into my receiver box, I still have enough space here with all this slack. And if I really need even more space, I can just cut this one zip tie, and it moves that whole harness right out of my way completely from the receiver box, so I can get it and work. So doing all the looping and wiring worked out too, and it's got all my lights now for the time being anyways. I mean, eventually I'm doing metal bumpers, so I'm going to end up doing all this lighting stuff all over again, at least with the metal bumper stuff, and but that'll be easy, you know, so no problem. And so anyways, that's what I got for you guys, and you know, and there's our, you know, a little bit of a closer view. Maybe you can see that. So then give you a bit of a side view here so you get the inside view. And that's where the switch is. So, you know, if you look at where his hand is to the switch, it'd be like he should be able to, you know, flick that up and on and off. So I wish I would have had a little bit shorter switch, but I didn't, and that's okay. You know, it's good enough. But yeah, and so if I don't want to have anything plugged in at all and just, you know, leave my shell like this, no big deal. So good to rock and roll. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.